All right, continuing with Book Talk Tuesday. Book of the month here was Never Be Sick Again. It probably shows up backwards there with Raymond Francis. And remember, why are we doing these things? I always start with why in your life with so many things. Why are we having a Book Talk Tuesday? Well, to find some of the greatest books, the most inspirational books, or audio books that myself or Dr. Matt, my wife, or Dr. Lawrence have come across that we really think had an impact or could help you. Remember, this is our portal, a way for us to reach you and get insight. I love that you could get expertise from so many different people in a different field than maybe what you're doing, and they can use what they've learned to give you some impact or an insight or show you something. Like I've always said, the best things in my life have come from other men and women who've been willing to stand up and share their ideas or concepts. And sometimes you just get one insight that's worth, $1,000 or $1 million. You get some insight or a new idea that you're like, oh, I can apply that. So it's a great way for us to use technology and not have technology use us. Remember, you can always use things for good or for bad. So Book Talk Tuesday, Never Be Sick Again. Remember to start with why. Why are you doing anything in your life? Why do you want to do what you're doing? Why am I doing this? Why am I doing that? You always want to ask those questions. A big part of what we're doing here is we want to be moving your life. Think about it like this. When you get up in the morning, remember that arrow that we talk about. Which direction are you headed? Wanting to get healthier and happier. It's a simple concept, but powerful. I want to get a little bit healthier today. I want to get a little bit happier at any age. No matter what age you are. You could be in your teens or your 20s. You could be in your 80s. You could be 100 and thinking, how can I be a little happier today and a little bit healthier? And what are some simple tools we can use to do that? So he talks about that in this book and getting in alignment with that and checking with yourself. In the last few years, what direction are you headed? And if you feel like, oh, I'm slipping a little bit. I don't feel as healthy and I don't feel as happy. That's okay. You just want to readdress and think, okay, what can I do about that? And how can I course correct? So the book here gives some guidance on some of those ideas, simply looking at yourself as a bunch of healthy cells, trying to stay away from toxins and putting in good nutrients so you're not deficient in things. And different chapters in here he discusses getting that big picture and then what are the pathways to being a healthier person. So you can go through, like I said, and read it or listen to it in your car. Powerful things in there. Don't overthink it because he goes into some real deep depth in this book. And I think if you just take a general idea from each chapter, you don't necessarily have to go all the way down into the depths that he goes into. But if you can take from each chapter and just pick up one little idea, or okay, you know what, I should pay a little bit closer attention to the toxins, or what medications do I have in my body, and could I reduce that, or talk to my doctor about getting less toxins in my body? What could I do psychologically to work on my mindset? How about physically? He talks about that pathway. Am I exercising? Am I doing some strength training in my day-to-day living? What am I doing as far as getting my cells healthier? Again, so just a thought. Just keep thinking about that. That's what we're doing here at the office, giving you ideas, insights to inspire you to be like, okay, what can I do today? Can I make some little changes today to move in that direction? And I just felt like the book really did a good job of an overview of a lot of things that us health practitioners, chiropractors specifically, the way that we look at health. I know even the medical profession is starting to really take a different look. I can hear some of their medical doctors that are starting to almost be like, okay, wait, we got to start looking at your health span versus just lifespan. Not just how long am I living, but how long am I living well and really feeling fit and healthy, and what can we do about it? Instead of waiting for things to go wrong, how could we start doing things now so that we feel better and healthier instead of just covering up symptoms later on down the road? So this book was a great start. It's just a good overview of some of those concepts and ideas. So we will continue. I think there's one more Tuesday this month, and then we'll talk about maybe covering another book next month just to see if we can give you some new ideas and new insights. We'll see you at the next video.